Good morning, Habibis, and welcome back. Today is NFP, the most anticipated data in the whole world. I'm going to analyze gold. I'm going to give you some wisdom about what my expectations for dollar indices and of course gold. If you want to see my live trades and entries, go to alphafx.eu and you can get a front-running position if I enter into any. Also, don't forget that Forex is offering a 75% deposit bonus today if you apply AlphaFX75 code on the website when you're claiming your deposit bonus. And now let's look at the markets. First things first, before we analyze anything, let's have a look on the position that was opened yesterday before ADP. That's running currently at 286 pips. You can see that ADP pushed gold into not new highs, but definitely created higher highs and higher lows. ADP yesterday was minus 33,000, which was a huge miss. We haven't seen this low number in the last 4 years. Bear in mind that the last time when we had negative number was during COVID, and that was a pretty bad period. What it means that ADP is 33,000. Now ADP is another non-farm payroll, but it's provided by a private payroll company. NFP is provided by the Bureau of Labor Statistics, so is a good indicator, but not the most accurate one. But from the trend, looking at NFP and ADP, we can see that there is a decrease in hiring in the United States, even though JOLTS last month was actually positive, and this month as well. So what it means that hiring in the US didn't slow down, it completely stopped. And from this perspective, and looking at the Fed watch tool by CME Group, you can see that the chances expected by traders and investors for 2 rate cuts and now increased to 3 rate cuts this year, 2025. The reason for that is because when we look at the global yields, you can see that even yields are coming down because traders and investors expecting the Fed to cut interest rate sooner than expected, and even greater, 75 basis point versus 50 basis point 2025. And the reason for that is because we have clear signs that the US economy is cracking. Just use your eyes. The average hourly earnings are going up, so wages are going up. There is no hiring. Inflation is controlled, but uncertainty is still on the market. And the big and beautiful tax and spending bill by Donald Trump, if it gets accepted, that's going to be hugely inflationary. Currently, this news just came out. Some members of the Republican Party are afraid that this big and beautiful tax bill can be only put forward if Trump takes money away from healthcare, for example. So if you want to give tax cut, you need to take money away from somewhere. And this concerns many good people in the Senate or in the White House, whatever it is. So long story short, it's a very uncertain market. So many moving parts, moving variables, but this is good for gold. Now let's look at NFP and what is the forecast for today. You can see that NFP has been decreasing for the last 4 months. And you can see that every single NFP have been revised the month after to the lower. So NFP the last 4 months halved from 228,000 down to 139,000. And I bet my head that this number is going to be revised as well today. So the forecast is 111,000. Now, if this happens, if NFP comes out lower than expected, based on the negative number of ADP, we can expect gold to skyrocket above 3,400. I'm expecting NFP today to well below 100,000. My forecast is around 30 to 40,000. That's my forecast. If that happens, I'm going to buy every single dip until NFP. Now, because of profit taking, we could expect price to come down to the daily pivot or even a little bit lower. But if NFP comes out lower than expected, below 100,000, and my forecast is 30 to 50,000, let's correct it, then gold price will skyrocket above 3,400. But price could come down a little bit lower because remember that we have this tax bill by Donald Trump, and we don't know what is the outcome. It could be blocked. So news are popping up every minute, every hour, so keep your eye on these kind of news, because for example, if there's a problem coming up with accepting the tax bill, gold could revisit the weekly pivot before NFP, and also we have the profit taking before NFP. But I'm going to buy every single dip because I'm expecting the US economy to slow down, unemployment to go up, wages to go up, hiring to stop. So basically a slowdown in general in the US economy. And also you can see that price started to pull back prior to NFP, and we are 5 or 6 hours away. So I'm going to take some profit because currently it's 4,000 pounds is on the risk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, let's say, 3/4. That's 2 standard lot. I'm going to take 150. Boom. That is booked profit. No one can take it away from me. And I'm going to use that money as an extra leverage to enter to these positions to the buying the dips. Now, if you want to join the AlphaFX community and if you want to get signals like this, so if you want to see my positions when I enter into position, there you go, perfect example. I sent out the morning analysis with a very thorough and good narrative, and then I entered into a position and I immediately sent it out to the team with TP, stop loss, etc, etc. Now, if you want to join the AlphaFX community, go to alphafx.eu. This is your last chance to join for £199. My new website is on the way. When it does, I'm going to change the pricing and there will be no lifetime membership at this cheap price. It will go up to around £600 or £800. Now, moving back to gold, again, I'm going to buy the dip and just looking at how much time we got left. So I'm going to send out the full analysis for indices for the members only. But one thing I can tell you before I go away, that if we have NFP lower than expected today, then dollar is going to melt. You can see that dollar is on the downtrend for many months now since Trump got elected, and if NFP comes out lower than expected, we're going to see dollar drop down to 95. You can see that the fixed income market already pricing in lower NFP, and this means that the dollar is going to weaken. So to give you an example, for example, you can trade this information that if trading USD Japanese yen, if NFP comes out significantly lower than expected, then the dollar is going to weaken and the Japanese yen is going to strengthen. So USD Japanese yen is going to go further down. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a comment, just say hi, or if you want to join, go to alphafx.eu. And also remember that Forex is offering a 75% deposit bonus, which you can claim with the link below the video. Thank you so much. This is the AlphaFX.